You're afraid you have no talent. You're afraid you'll be rejected or criticized or ridiculed or misunderstood or, worst of all, ignored. You're afraid there's no market for your creativity and therefore no point in pursuing it. You're afraid somebody else already did it better. You're afraid everybody else already did it better. You're afraid somebody will steal your ideas, so it's better to just keep them hidden forever. This quote is by Elizabeth Gilbert. She wrote Big Magic about how she wrote Eat, Pray, Love, and it's a fantastic book if you're a creative. I'm Nicole. I'm a cinematographer and video producer based in Toronto, and today we're talking about how to reconnect with your creative voice. On this channel, I will talk about production, I will talk about lighting, but there is one avenue that I do really like to talk about, and that is your mindset. As a freelancer and anyone who is in the creative space, there is a lot of hustle culture. There's a lot of pressure to create constantly. There is an expectation to post on TikTok all the time, on Instagram, on YouTube. A lot of my fellow creators won't actually make content because they think it already exists, and why should I bother? Why should I be the one telling you the same information? Other challenges of being freelance is irregular work hours and the lack of a steady paycheck. So you are constantly trying to work and market yourself, and if you're not working, you feel guilty. These are all things that I told myself the last couple years. Burnout is such a real thing, and if you do not take time to just pause, it's gonna catch up to you. I just came back from a beautiful week and a half trip. I went to LA, I went to Cine Gear and Malibu, and then I went to Arizona. It was probably the most relaxing week ever. We did yoga, we did some meditation classes. I truly didn't know that I needed to take a break until I took one. And until I actually came back home to Toronto, that's when I felt, oh wow, I work a lot. There are days where I'm sitting at my computer from 1 p.m. until midnight, and I've eaten one meal and I'm locked in. And it's because I love what I do, but it's also because I am so eager to do so well, and I also feel like I have a lot to catch up on. I didn't go to school for this, so I'm always constantly feeling like I'm behind. I should have been doing this 4 years ago. But at the same time, if I didn't go to school for what I went to school for, which was kinesiology, I probably would not have found this filmmaking career. I made sure to set my out-of-office automatic reply on my emails, and I made sure to not check my emails. I didn't even post a single TikTok, and I could just feel time slow down. Stepping away from work actually allowed me to reconnect with my creative voice. During this retreat, we were able to journal, we were able to meditate, we were able to do yoga and just be outside, be active, be intuitive with what our body was feeling like we needed to do. That feeling of noviceness and newness of adventure and going hiking, all of those things were just exercising different parts of me and my soul. And it also allowed me to gain a lot of perspective on how lucky I am to be a freelancer and how I could absolutely take time off. I didn't have to ask a single person. I just made sure to block that time off in my calendar, and I could just take the time off. I actually felt those inner thoughts that constantly race through my mind slowly just become quieter and less filled with tasks and I need to do this, but more acknowledging my surroundings and acknowledging my feelings and just really taking the time to understand who I was and certain things and activities that I'm drawn to. This is a quote from someone, I don't remember her name, but I was watching a video and I actually had to write it down because I thought it was a perfect way to summarize being a freelance creative. Art in general is so open-ended and you have to decide for yourself what you want to make. And with that comes the question of what do you believe? What do you stand for? What are your skill sets? And so it forces you to confront yourself and get to know yourself better as an artist. And in order to get to know yourself better is just to spend time with yourself. What are your hobbies? What are your passions? And if the answer is a big question mark, it is something you need to really dive deep and ask yourself, what are those things that light me up? What are the things that you get excited about? In general, this vacation gave me so much perspective of, wow, I work a lot and it's sometimes very necessary to just take a break, take your foot off the gas pedal, and just do nothing. If you are constantly consuming things and you're constantly creating, there's no opportunity for your mind to just wander, explore your unique perspectives of the world, and combine that with the skill set that you have. So it is a pretty magical thing, and it's very fulfilling when you do find that inner voice again and you hear it come back and you remind yourself, oh yeah, that is what I stand for. And these are the things that I want to create with those certain people. Thank you everyone for watching. Please subscribe and like and comment down below if you need a break. Love you guys so much. I will talk to you in the next one. Goodbye.